Greetings. Good morning, guys. Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the show. Thank you for staying with us. Great music from Bethel Music. Back in the BFS clinic today, we are talking about screen time and the effect it has on our eyes. We all know that the eye is one of the most important sense organs of the human body, without which we are going to be in chaos. And just like the other human organs with challenges, we're going to be talking about screen time, how to effectively manage screen time, and if there are some things we can do, just to protect our eyes. I'm going to be having this conversation with a beautiful optometrist. She's with Del Cielo Optical Services. Her name is Dr. Ama Fusua Amponsem. She's going to help us do discussion. Greetings, Doc.
Good
how are
morning.
you?
I'm fine, and how are you doing?
I'm great. Love your voice. You should try radio. Or TV.
I will do that.
Yeah, like a health program.
Definitely.
Yeah, you have a great
I will do
voice. Okay, so welcome.
Thank you.
Tell me, what's the worst case you've worked on as an optometrist?
Oh,
what's the worst
wow.
case you've worked on?
Seeing no blood in someone's blood vessels.
No blood in a
In
blood
the person's
vessel.
blood vessels. There are blood vessels in the eyes
Okay.
that nourish the eyes.
Okay.
So this person had none. It was just a transparent tube like that.
Okay. So how did that make you feel like going to take care of that person? Did you sort of panic? Was it the first time you're seeing something like
it
that?
was quite complicated, so I referred him to a specialist, but we kept talking, and then that means the person is not going to see in that eye because the eye is not nourished, it's not getting all it needs. So it's quite sad, but
Is that a common occurrence?
no, not at all.
Okay, maybe we should invite you next time and tell us about how someone won't have blood in their eye.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so now let's talk screen time and the effect it has on our eyes, good or bad. First, tell us about screen time. And when we say screen time, are we referring to just the phones or other devices?
Yes. So screen time is definitely being on your phone, your PC,
Okay.
right? Mainly, basically. Now we have children these days on their tablets all the time. It's all part of the screen time. Any form of screen you're using is part of it.
Okay. So from a professional's perspective, is there a particular time or a couple of minutes, hours that you would advise us to look on our screens, whether phones, TVs, laptops, whatever?
That's a question I get a lot, but due to our work, our advice on taking screen breaks. Okay, I can't specifically say do this one eye and that's all. People have work to do. They have to make money, so we have to work on our screens. But how we use them is what is going to determine if it's good or bad.
Okay.
Exactly.
And so how do we use it, Doc?
Well, so the very good thing to do is make sure that the screen is a bit away from you. So with your PC, it should be like an arm's length away from you.
Okay. Okay.
That
So
would be
let's
good.
use a phone as a case study because
With the phone.
Okay, so there's on the screen now.
Oh, yeah.
So
So
if
that's
you're using
the PC.
a laptop.
This is the ideal way. The laptop or the PC. This is the ideal way.
Okay.
Yes.
And the inscription says, the caption says that for every
20 minutes,
20 minutes.
you stop to look at a distance of 20 feet for like 20 seconds, which is very hard to do. I won't lie to you, because if you have a task to do, that will be very difficult.
Okay, so assuming we are using, just use my phone.
Your phone.
Okay. And so
Yes,
this is,
your phone cannot really be like an arm's length, but it should be like midway, which
Okay,
is
so
good. Not
this
so
is
close to
ideally
your
like
eyes.
this?
Yes.
like this. This is how we should.
Oh, maybe a little bit closer is fine, but not too close to your eyes.
Okay, this is fine.
Yes, this
and
is fine.
ideally, we should stay on the screen like this for like 20 minutes. And
Yes,
you take a
20
break.
minutes. You just look at a far distance, just to enable blinking, and that will help with the irritation, to curb irritations. I'll
Okay.
come to that one
Okay.
too. Yes.
Okay, so now tell us, how would you know, or are there any symptoms that tell you that, look, you have to
You're
go off
overusing.
your phone?
Oh,
or
there
your
are
screens?
quite a number of them. You have
Okay.
some irritations, like some people get redness of the eyes.
Okay.
Some get dryness of the eye. It feels a bit dry. Okay. Some get teary eyes, very
Yes.
teary eyes. Okay. Some have some mild pain in there. Some people even experience some form of blurriness. They may have a perfect vision, but because of strain, they'll have a little bit of blurriness in there.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
When you're using your phone or the laptop or whatever screen you're using, and you start feeling like, tiny pangs of a headache, is it
It's
an
also
indication you need to get off your phone?
Yes, you do. You actually have to be taking the breaks. Yes, so when you're having a lot of it, you start having these things I mentioned earlier.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So tell us now, for those of us who are addicted to our screens or phones or whatever, how badly are we damaging our eyes?
So first of all, I would like to say that you are not distorting your vision in any way. A lot of people think it's what is worsening your sight. It has nothing to do with worsening sight.
Okay.
Yes. So it's just going to give you discomfort, like I mentioned earlier. Yes. So your boss is not doing you harm or causing any vision distortion, because a lot of people think that, but that's not the case. If you are having vision problems, you do have your vision problems already.
It has
nothing to do with the
screen.
Yes, the screen gives irritations.
Notion dispelled. It has nothing to do with the screen, so just discomforts.
Yeah, just discomfort.
Okay, and so when you start feeling these things, what do you do? Is there what you...
So you have to see a doctor. You can see an optometrist to help you out. That's the ideal thing to do.
Okay.
Yes. But I also recommend that you get a eyewear protection for the rays coming from these screens. Okay. It's very important. The blue block.
What's a blue block?
Oh, so it's a coating on glasses that disallows these rays all from entering your eyes. Yes.
Okay.
So this will prevent these irritations I mentioned earlier.
Okay. What would you suggest? So do we go and see optometrists? Do we go and go to the hospital? We just go and buy glasses, plain glasses, and just wear to keep our eyes safe?
So what we have to do, the ideal thing is to see your optometrist. Very important. So that they can recommend the right one for you. Some people come in saying, "No, I just want a PC wear," but they end up showing signs of having blurry vision. Like they do have their problem already in addition to this problem. So it's ideal. Some people will come with perfect vision, then we'll recommend a zero lens with these coatings.
Yes. But regardless, you still have to
see the optometrist.
See the optometrist.
Yes.
You shouldn't just go out on the street and get any. Okay. For people who already wear glasses or who wear contacts, what screen time? What does staying on the screen for long, what does it do to them? Does it make it worse?
Oh, like I said earlier, it doesn't make it worse. It's just the discomfort. Yeah, the discomfort makes people think that it's worsening their vision, but that's another thing altogether. Okay. So if you have contacts on, I would advise that you still put on your eye protective wear, because the contact is not going to sieve that rays from the screens.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you are a heavy screen user, contact lens, yes, it can be there, but you still need to wear your protective wear. It's very important.
Okay. Now tell us, screen time and the safety of our eyes. Let's start with children first.
Yes, children.
We now give our children laptops, tablets to play with. What time would you advise that we let our children stay with the screens? What times of the day?
Yes. So during the day is very good because there's enough light in the room. At night, most of them will put off their light, and this means that all the rays is entering their eyes. There's no environmental conditions that's also helping it. With enough light, it's good that you use it in a well-lit area. So the daytime is ideal. And with children, we are the ones who bought the screens for them, so we can control when they should use it. So an hour is okay. You use it for an hour, you can go and do normal playtime, and then maybe later you can do another hour. That's okay. But continuous 3 hours. So I had a case one time. A baby came with a computer vision syndrome. We'll come to that. That's what you get from a lot of screen time.
A baby. How young?
Oh, not even a year old. Because this baby is glued to the TV throughout the day watching Cocomelon.
I know some
Yes.
of the songs on Coco Melon.
Exactly.
Okay.
So it's a very serious case now.
Okay. So if a person doesn't take care of their eyes or stays on the screen forever, disregarding all the warning signs, what happens to our eyes?
Well, you are going to keep having the headaches and the discomforts, but it's not going to spoil your eye in any way or cause any damage that will
Right.
lead to blindness. It has nothing to do with that. That one, you're sure of that you're not going to go blind.
Okay.
So these screens don't make us blind.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So what are the long-term effects for some people who probably have to stay with their screens for maybe close to 5 hours, 6 hours, prolonged hours?
Hours, yeah. They
Does it
tend to
have-
have some headaches.
Okay.
Yes, they tend to have some headaches. Some even get blurriness. They just go blur for a moment and then back on track. And they get serious eye pains. Some of them complain of serious eye pains. Some even have serious headache. They go to the hospital in and out, and it's just screen time.
Just screen
Just
time.
screen time.
Okay. So what would you advise? Like, regardless, we are going to be staying with our screens. We are going to
Yeah,
be going on our
definitely.
phones, our
Yeah.
laptops to work.
Knew it.
What would you advise? It's going to be there.
So what you are going to do is see your doctor if you have these irritations, so that they can give you medication for the irritations. Okay, so you are giving medication for these irritations aside your glasses as a protective wear.
Okay.
So make sure that your glasses you have should have the blue block. It may be a little bit expensive, but safer.
Blue block.
Yes, the blue block. So that one saves it better than the normal anti-reflective.
Okay. How about on the phone?
And then on the phone,
Okay.
so definitely you should make sure the brightness of your laptop is ideal. It's okay, it matches the room, and make sure the lightening in the room is good. Most people don't have good lighting, and it's also affecting.
Okay.
Again, on the phone, there's eye comfort. Some use eye comfort, some use the blue light.
Okay.
It's ideal that you use that if you're a heavy screen user.
Okay. So how about
especially at night.
okay?
Yes.
So how about the dark mode? There are dark modes too.
There's dark mode. That one is different. The blue light. That's the more
okay. So
important
you have
one.
to use the blue.
The blue light. Some use eye comfort.
Okay.
Yes.
So eye comfort or the blue light.
yes.
Or you have to get glasses that have the
The
blue
blue block
the
coating.
blue block. Okay. Are there some foods that we eat that even though
gonna
we spend a
help
lot of time on our
the
screen, it will sort of protect our eyes? Are there some foods?
Yes, I know that's what a lot of people want to hear, but just eat a balanced diet.
No carrots, no extra.
Carrot
no
is
extra
good,
carrots.
but how long are you going to be chewing carrots every day? Just eat a balanced diet. That's what I tell my patients all the time, because you're going to need what we call a beta carotene in the carrot.
Okay.
So if you're going to digest carrot every morning, that's good. But I don't think we can do that. Let's be realistic.
Okay.
So the best thing to do is eat your balanced diet. Make sure you have your veggies in there, and the greens are good anyway.
Okay. How about water, beverages, coconut water?
Ah.
If I drink coconut water 4 times a day, would that help me if I spend a lot of time on my
no.
screen? No.
That would just give your blood a lot of work to do, but not
Okay.
really doing anything extraordinary for your eyes. It's good for the body, yes, but
not for
it's
the
not
eyes.
doing anything extraordinary for the eyes. That's what I want you to get.
Okay, and so in doing this, I was speaking to somebody, and the person said, "Oh, ask the doctor what the 20/20 rule
Yes.
is for eyes." I hear it's an important thing. we
Yes,
all
it's
need to
very
know.
important.
So the 20/20 rule. What's that?
Yes. So that's what we saw on the screen earlier with the person sitting behind the PC.
Okay,
So you
so-
make sure that your PC, like I said, the arm's length is always ideal.
Okay.
Then you be there. So for every 20 minutes, you look 20 feet away for 20 seconds and then back to your
So
screen.
that's it, guys.
Yes.
So for every
20 minutes,
minutes.
you look 20 feet away for 20 seconds. And
Okay.
that's 20/20 rule.
So in wrapping up our conversation, Doc, what would you like our viewers to take home?
One thing I want them to take home is please do take screen breaks. It's very important. I know it's hard that you're working, but please do. If the 20 minutes is too short for you, at least for an hour, just get up look outside your window or something and then back to your screen. I think that will do.
Okay.
Yes, and let's try and limit screen time if we can, especially for our children. Very important. And don't forget your blue block. Very important too.
Right, thank you very much. We've been having a conversation on screen time and the eyes, the effect it has on the eyes, and how to protect our eyes. We've been having this conversation with Dr. Ama Fusia Amponsem. She is an optometrist with the Del Cielo Optical Services right here on the Ring Road. Thank you guys for staying.